Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Shinagi, Ayurvedic medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha yoga teacher. So today in this video we are going to talk about should a woman keep doing exercise, rigorous exercise and a lot of physical activity and overexertion during her periods or during those 4 and 5 days when woman has heavy flow of periods. As you know, in our ancient texts and in ancient culture, or even if you see old women, if you meet some old woman, most of the women, your grandmoms or something, especially in Indian culture, they keep saying, you know, you should rest, you should sit, you should don't touch it, you should not do it, you should not cook, you should not enter in the kitchen. So, is there any significance of this or not? What Ayurveda has to say about it or what yoga has to say about it? Is there anything related with that, what we should do or what we should not do? Is it going to impact on our body? And what Ayurveda has to say about it? According to Ayurveda, during this phase of menstruation, during menstruation, woman already goes through elevated vata situation. That means her vata dosha is naturally aggravated during this 3-4 days of this anybody's monthly cycle. Now what is happening? If you are exerting more, like you are doing very rigorous exercises or you are not taking proper rest, the vata dosh will get aggravated more. These days you see these sanitary napkins ads are coming on television that woman, you keep playing, you keep doing, you keep this, you just do heavy work during periods, no problems because no dub. But actual thing is not like that. Actually, if you see from the health point of view, from Ayurveda point of view, you should do like mild exercises, you should do all the mild things which doesn't need your exertion. You yourself must have noticed when we are going through periods, when we are going through heavy menstrual flow, our body needs rest. Something hot drink soothes us. If we have pain, somebody will give us hot drink, it will help us to just balance, is just subside our pain. You yourself feel like we want rest this time, some warm hot pad or something, just a resting posture. It's our own experience. But what happens, we get driven by these advertisements which comes in the movies and TVs, like you are lifting weights, heavy weights, you are exerting yourself too much, break the taboo culture and just do woman, whatever you want to do, you are free to do. But actually we should try to pay some intelligence to it, like we need to pay attention to it, like really it is so needed in those 4 days that we exert ourselves too much. Actually, according to Ayurveda, this is the time when vata dosha is already aggravated. So during this time of the month, you should have enough rest. You should not overexert yourself. You should not lift very heavy weight. You should not do rigorous exercise. Mild exercise you can do. You should not do in yoga kapalabhatis. Like those who are doing kapalabhatis. So kapalabhatis are not recommended, and those of you who are doing Isha yoga practices, among them Angamardana is not recommended during this practice because it will weaken your uterine ligaments, because uterus is already going through certain release of the egg and bleeding is happening. Already uterus needs healing, already uterus is going through certain things. So this is the time that you should take enough rest. Make sure like the atmosphere around you will be very pleasant. Nobody shout on you, nobody mentally disturb you, nobody should put more anger, exertion, mental, physical work on you, so that your vata dosh will not aggravate it. And once your vata dosha will aggravate it, how it will impact your menstruation. If it will become very aggravated, you will have severe pain in your stomach. It is because of vata imbalance. Sometimes you will feel the menstruation's flow becomes very less, that is scanty menstruation. That is also because of aggravated vata dosha. Sometimes it also been seen that your periods gets very disturbed. like very irregular cycles happen. Irregular cycles can also happen because of hormonal imbalance or some other uterine problem or some kind of fibroids or this or that. These are the medical conditions, but here I am talking only in concept of Ayurveda, that is Vata dosha, because sometimes it's also been seen like all your uterus, everything is healthy, everything is normal, but still periods are not on time. Sometimes they are becoming very late, sometimes they are coming very early, and if you go with the ultrasound and everything seems to be normal and you don't know what wrong I am doing. So check out, maybe you are exerting too much during those days and it has become the pattern. So make sure in these 4 days take the help of other people, don't overexert yourself, keep yourself in calm atmosphere, request other people, like just inform them like I am going through this phase, please create a conducive atmosphere for me so that I can go through this time of my month like with calmness. Comfort yourself, take some herbal tea, warm tea and some warm decoction and listen some pleasant music, like calm yourself with some meditation. Mild yoga you can do, upa yoga you can do, or if you are doing some meditation you can do, if you are doing some exercises, mild exercises that you can do, walking you can do, but overexertion is totally been contraindicated also in Ayurveda because it will aggravate the Vata dosha and that invite Vata related symptoms. Eventually it can also cause dryness of vagina and genital organs. Sometimes it also, Vata imbalance goes to that extent that it can also trigger your hormones and mood swings. So it's very important that we calm ourselves, we understand what is the physiology going through our body, and accordingly we should choose the actions. Now the concept comes why they said, oh, so you are supporting that bad traditions in which woman is not allowed to do this, woman is not allowed to do that. Actually in old tradition, now there is the bad version of those old traditions that is traveling from generation to generation, but actually when this all was started, women were in earlier days only women were doing household work, men were going out to earn and all the heavy housework, and they were joint families. So woman has to cook for, I don't know, 20-30 people. So it is lot of physical work, and if somebody is already in periods and already she is menstruating, so it's been requested that you please go and stay out of the kitchen, don't even enter the kitchen, because earlier women were so dedicated that if they enter in kitchen and if they say like see their family members or men or children of the house are sitting hungry, they can't stop themselves and overexert themselves, like this work has not been done, this work has not been done. So they start doing work and then make them tired so much. So just to protect their health, the other house ladies has made this tradition, like those whoever is menstruating, she will not enter in the kitchen, she will sit in one corner of the house. That means she has to rest, because those days televisions were not there, so much comforts were not there. So definitely the trend was like you sit in the corner, food will be served to you over there with love, not like oh you are menstruating, not like this. It is with love, food will be served to you, tea will be served to you, everything with love was being served. It's not like okay you can't enter and you can't do that, you can't enter in temple. She can do meditation, she can do yoga, and menstruation is not something taboo. Everybody is born through this blessing of menstruation through our mothers, you know. So how it can be so bad? Every human being, whether it's man, woman, whoever, they are born through, you know, because of this blessing of menstruation. Otherwise no humanity, no human will exist on this earth. So it was not like how it became bad, the condition became bad and it became taboo, like it's something bad. Those who are thinking like that, they are thinking just this because of ignorance. Proper education is not there, proper awareness is not there. Because of that it became taboo. But otherwise, if you see the ancestral wisdom, it was quite right. And when it comes to concept of going to temples, going to certain temples is still prohibited, as if you go through the version of gurus and everything, because yes, the certain energies of certain temples are not conducive if the woman is going through menstruation on that phase. But it is not prohibited in all temples. Earlier there was no proper hygiene problems, but now you can use some cotton sanitary pads and you can go, and woman is much more aware. But in certain temples where it is totally prohibited, this is my personal opinion, like we should keep this in consideration because it is some energy point of view. But I am not forcing my opinion on others. If you want to go, you go. But earlier what was prohibited was because of hygiene conditions. Woman, there was no resources of going hygiene. So that's why there were so much restrictions. You don't do this, you don't do that, you don't, because hygiene was issue. But now it is not a issue. Now women know how to take care of her hygiene during those phase of time, how to open up, speak openly about periods and everything. So I think there is much more awareness. But yes, that doesn't mean we just start doing and lifting heavy weights during this time, because it will aggravate the vata dosha, and too much exertion will create a lot of weight loss for us, a lot of heavy menstrual flow, and a lot of trouble for our general body health. Because when our vata dosha get aggravated, too much aggravated, it also impact our dhatus, especially the rasa dhatu. It will make the content of rasa dhatu very low, and that is going to impact your rakta dhatu and mas dhatu, like ras, rakt, mas, med, asti, maja, shukra. So everything is converting, all cellular tissues are converting from one tissue to another tissue, and to third tissue to fourth tissue. So if the basic tissue become weak, then overall general health, your immunity will be impacted. But don't overexert yourself, that is very important, and take something warm to drink, take something freshly cooked food, hot meals, and don't take any junk food during this time. Try to have more and more fresh food during these days. It will help you to go through this process smoothly. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're watching me for the first time, there is a bell icon, there is a subscription button. Please click the bell icon, hit the subscription button so that you stay in tune with our upcoming videos. Also, if you would like to support us, there is a join button near subscription button. You can click this join button and you can support us. Those of you who want Ayurveda consultations, please write to me on this given email ID and I will let you know how we can schedule it. If you have any questions, please write down those questions in the comment section. I will try to answer your questions in the best possible way. So with this note, I would like to say stay healthy, stay blessed, take care. Bye.